Head for warning, and flashing light warning for anyone who's going to watch this, because I don't know if there's going to be flashing light warnings. And if you're scared of stuff or you get nervous about stuff, I would not recommend watching this. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Adam Whisper Vibes, official YT, aka your boy Young Green, aka Lizzie, aka Luna, aka Zoe, whatever you want to call me. We are here with the long-awaited Christmas horror reaction video. I've done a couple of these a couple of years back, and I stopped doing them. I want to give a huge shout out to Mort. This is on his YouTube channel, Mort. Link is in the description to Mort. Full credit goes to him and the team of Mort. This is not my video. I did not record this. Well, I'm recording it by reacting to it, but I did not make this. I didn't make the art style. I didn't do anything to this. Mort did everything. This is on his channel. If you want to go watch it without me talking, link is in the description, and you can go to my community page and click that as well to his channel. Merry Christmas, guys. It's officially December 25th. It is currently 2:30 a.m. on Christmas Day. I hope Santa brought you everything in your wildest dreams. I mean, some people say Santa doesn't exist. But us true believers, we believe. We believe he exists. We believe he exists. And there are other people who, if we believe Santa exists, we believe Krampus exists. So be a good kid. Ho ho ho. Also, love wins in 2023. What goes around comes around. You spread love, you get love. And oh my god, yeah, guys, this year was just completely flipping amazing. We've gotten to pretty much the subscriber count that I asked for. It was 300, but we got to 247 or 244 in subscribers, which is awesome. We are on the road to 100,000 views in total. You guys seem to be liking every video I'm uploading. I just recently bought an Xbox Series X, and it only records 4 minutes of videos at a time. I did record a couple of videos recently. They will be uploaded in the next couple of days. I will be trying to release more Fortnite, but I don't know how well that's going to go with it only being a 4-minute recording session. I love each and every one of you guys. Again, huge shout out to Mort. This is his channel, his creation, his video. All credit and all responsibility goes to him. Therefore, if you're scared, blame him. Don't blame me. LOL. And if I ever get ads on this video, all of them goes to him 100%. I don't get a single dime, which is okay with me, because this is really good artwork for some horror Christmas stuff. So, without further ado, without wasting your time, let's get into this. It is 31 minutes and 5 seconds long. There are 5 creepy Christmas horror story reactions. I am so excited for this. Again, Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Let's get into this. YouTube, please don't copyright me. I just literally spent the whole time just trying to promote this guy Mort. So please, thank you. Without further ado, let's get into this.
Being at the holidays can be a real experience, and that's pointedly late. My first Christmas as a junkie was actually pretty convenient. I was still a wee more back then, limiting my doses to save off physical addiction and myself was fit, myself off with the boxing and then start all over again. And by the time to enough, so just a little, got to be more and more. Slowly but surely, it took over my hobbies, work, and family. The only important thing in the world was making sure that I had enough not to.
Oh, by the way, considering there are drugs involved and whatnot, this is an 18 plus video. Maybe I'll make it a 21 plus video. This is not for kids. Putting that out there, disclaimer, not for kids, not for kids, not for kids. And if you are going to watch this, have a parent nearby. Thank you, and Merry Christmas. Let's get back into it.
Get sick. I was functioning for about a year, and by that I managed to hold down a job, keep up with the relationships, and otherwise refrain from being a total screw-up. But after a bad breakup with the one girl that was holding me together, I gave up on any kind of dream or aspiration I had and settled on taking H for the rest of my life instead. I guess that sounds like a pretty crappy decision when I lay it out like that, but that's essentially what I did. I told myself it was all just temporary, that my so-called hero journey would end after a few months of my life, and that it would all end up being a crazy story I told my drinking buddy one day. Well, a few months turned into 6 years, a long time. Like I said, the first few holiday seasons, I stuck to my parents and moved up to Portland. Then when things started getting for art. A junkie in the Pacific Northwest, the year split into two halves. As the old Ella Fitzgerald song goes, summer in the Lynn is easy, and that for all the obvious reasons you can imagine. Nice weather, good dope after the dry season harvest in Mexico. Everyone's really out. Boomer, all you guys dope for the wet season harvest, which week rapidly gets you high. When not that, real icy, the snow is too thick. Getting your hands on enough dope to see you through the day gets tougher and tougher. And eventually, around pretty everyone was injected, take a 24 to 48 hour break to sing Feliz Navidad, see their families and eat their turkey, whatever. An experienced junkie knows to stock up before then, meaning people were bleeding their dealers turn their cell phone off for the day. So then to Christmas, I've been swirling away cash like crazy, and on the 23rd, me and my girl managed to score 15 grams of crappy dope that would be enough to see us through this next week or so, without having to go out into the ice and snow to score more. We scored in the early afternoon, back in my apartment, didn't have to stop getting sick, and I went off to work for a few hours. My girl had a job working as a waitress and started her shift like an hour or two after I did, so it was normal that I'd come home to an empty apartment. So I finished my shift, with that worked me home, and I got these tingles of exhilaration knowing about to spend an hour in a warm bath with a few bumps of HT company. I walked my apartment, flopped down onto the couch, then reached
I kept it flat. One and lessons with internet.
a little box that we kept our dope in, and I sat it down on the coffee table, flipped it open, took out the baggies that should have been staring at me. There was nothing. At the time, I figured there had to be some kind of mistake. I had all these wishful thoughts, like maybe my girl had stashed the dope elsewhere after she saw the cops hanging around our apartment building or something. Or maybe she pulled it open to one of the bigger baggies that we had. You'd just be amazed at how much people weigh baggies when they really she sold or saw one, then stopped at the box. Silly that out. It took me a really depressing long amount of time to realize that there wasn't some innocent explanation for $300 worth of dope going missing. Girl was my mom. She'd stolen almost everything of value in Cherry. Again, sounds pretty pathetic, but I think that was one of the single worst moments of my life. My immediate reaction was, well, bad victims. Every moment ways of thinking out life had betrayed me for a few bags of dope, but wasn't spending to recoup my losses. So I got to work. I walked for miles, literally miles, making almost constant phone calls to a bunch of different people. Don't get it twisted, I was still trying to call my girl, but connecting my calls, and in the end, it didn't make sense to jam up my line with calls to her voicemail, if it did mean that I could leave her some threatening voicemails. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. Anyway, I call around every dealer I know, and everyone's out there stuff finishing up that they're not answering their phones. All out of options, I started calling around everyone I know that uses, and all I can get my hands on is enough dope to last me the night. I walk over to the place with the stuff, walk all the way back to my apartment. I'm still trying to get hooked up all the way. I get back, when I'm feeling close, then I fix, go to bed. It could be early the next day to start all again. Next day, my same thing happened without the disaster that started. I walked all over town, constantly on the phone, but all I could find was enough to fix for the night, and that night alone. Ere I went, I was asked for seen, all everyone said no every single time. I had a sensation they were lying to me. I guess it was partly paranoia, but partly based in fact because she shouldn't have just disappeared on her own like that. Someone who she was, to be off with. Even if they knew, they'd never tell me. No one wanted to have the blood on their hand, given the headspace that I was in at the time. I honestly didn't tell you if I got his on the girlfriend. Anyway, like I said, I did not walking. I managed to hold for half an hour, so this was enough to keep me from going into on Christmas Eve. I knew Christmas Day was going to hell. The delivery wasn't lost on me. Be a Christmas Day, nerd boy. The weird thing though is when you're not powerful it kind of makes you chemically incapable of caring. For watching today, I'm big or nothing, we just care. At least a few times if you've been offended, it beats just another thing. So, I grew, but it didn't get me what it did. It hit me once, or 8:30 this morning, and started calling everyone I knew who used it. This was 3rd in a row, so poor old naturally gets competing for me. Everyone was either out or didn't have the same place. And the better I got, the more I turned to sketchier and sketchier sources. These were people who, for one reason or another, learned not to associate business with, and in case one of them, I literally had him saved in my contacts as sketchy cat. I worried he was Chevin, under been all CD, and finally named Rat-Tail. Named so wore hair, Rat-Tail, years ago after I got lame to do so. He also partly earned the nickname due to me, but I knew on Christmas Day, I would rely on that scumbag score me. Rat-Tail said that he'd see what we do, and would back if anything came up. About an hour later, he did. It wasn't here. Rat-Tail was a dude named George, who would just straight up give me a couple of grams, but he needed a favor. Right away, that was weird, because who the hell just gives away dope? Rat-Tail said that he was a junkie, and needed someone who didn't mind getting their hands dirty. I didn't like the sound of that, and having what Tail meant. But I was also in no position to turn the offer down, so off I went after getting a hold of George's. Lastly, I tried to witness livery store right on the edge of the city suburbs, and getting this place having one time, but again, appearances could be deceptive. I walked the driveway, knocked the door, and suddenly normal-looking, well-to-do dentist-looking dude welcomes me inside. I'm some late dinner guest that he'd been expecting. It was to the point where, despite this dude expecting me, I sort of didn't believe that he had the dope to just give away, and I started thinking that he was like a cop or something. I don't know how to out, but I couldn't answer hands out, so I just started asking questions. Was this dude's family? Did he actually have the dope? I see it, and could I fix before I did whatever he wanted me to do? The guy had no problem showing me the dope, and he had no problem if I used a little if it helped get the job done. It was after then that whatever it was didn't matter. All that mattered was the dope. I took the baggie he gave me, went up to the bathroom and did my thing. All I did was smoke and snort. Never got any needles, always hated them, so it was a relatively quick process of snorting some and then seeing what the deal was with the task that he wanted. And during that, George led me onto the 3rd floor of the house, and into what he said was the guest bedroom. And there, lying on bed, was he. He looked about and was on their back, wide-eyed, with all his dried puke around his mouth. I forget what George said to me when he gave him this look of horror. He was 18, I swear. The poor kid's age, the very last thing on my mind at that moment. I had not learned, just seemed more half filling it without me asking. I know what happened, than the next tea. That was all he said. Well, aside from the very last thing, which was, I'm gone. I'm not going to head nest. I'm not proud of this, and to be perfectly honest, it's extremely mean. George was really George, and I don't know how in the hell he knew a guy like Rat-Tail, but the only thing that keeps my conscience sane is thinking that at least he didn't kill him. If it was just a tragic accident that happened, I don't know, somehow, then all I did was help clean it up. At least that's what I told myself at the time. And now I'm not so capable of lying to myself that easily. I don't know what it was. It was never linked back to me. Maybe that George character, but never directly to me. And so, that's the story of the worst Christmas I ever had, where I hid a dead body for some varnished psycho, just getting around to see the holidays. Worst thing is, I didn't even quit for like another year. Not truly this, but that was definitely the event that made me realize that I truly hit rock bottom. Clean the field, I still one had things right, but not only was I so high, I'm not sure I could remember exactly where I put off, but I was far too cowardly to face all terrible things I'd done during my years as a junkie. I guess this is a sort of fashion too, but I could reach better as winning, not a cigarette and heroin either. No matter what you do in life, don't ever sell your soul for anything. And by that I mean, nothing is worth selling your conscience or your innocence for, because they're not things that you can never get once they're gone. And my second warning is that ghosts are very, very real. They're not something my could do something terrible enough, something innocent enough. You can share that they'll haunt you the right way, just like 418 to you causes haunt me.
Why should holidays are family? We all come together in joy and harmony.
Every single Christmas.
I'm elementary school teacher. Break started. I'm feeling super joyful. But before break, some of the kids were talking about their presents. It got me thinking about when I stopped believing in Santa, which is the story that I'm going to share with you all, because when it comes to finding out about Santa Claus and that he isn't real, I had pretty I loved Christmas. I still do. As a child, I absolutely could not sleep on Christmas Eve. I tried to spy Santa a million times. I'd wait for my parents to go to bed. Try to sneak out. They catch me every single time. Except one year. I was in second grade, so probably like 6 or 7 years old. I recall my best friend saying something like, pretend to be asleep. My parents will go to sleep upstairs, so sneaking out to meet Santa would be easier. Perfect. So Christmas Eve shows up, riddled with angst. I remember pretend to be asleep. I did. Before Christmas was even over, I started to act sleepy. I don't know how great my acting skills were, but it was good enough that he'd take me up to bed. Obliged and myself to carry. My dad left the room. I think I waited just a few moments before getting out of bed and sitting next to the door. I was listening for all the key indicators that the house was sleeping. What I remember most is how long it took. Forever. I actually dozed off, and when I woke up, the house noises had subsided. I figured my parents had been in their room for long enough, and decided now I'm gonna make my move. Opened the trays. I slid out of their way and started my way up to the living room. A combo of tiptoeing and setting. Essentially, I went to the couch, moved to curtains, and then sat wrapped up blanket, peering at the window for Santa. It was snowing. I could have sworn that I heard sleigh outside. I was thinking, thought, maybe he'd already come. Squirmed out of the blanket and curtains. Looked at the tree, he had curtains. I'm shocked. He's sitting myself, Santa. He's walking though. Sleep, no, I'm not piggy, it's Santa. I realized the password to my house. He's seen all over the place, all the house, and I'm see the little thing myself. Then he stops in his tracks. There's another look around, all out where his laying on me. Sees me. I'm static. I start waiting lightly. Saw this ball. Respect. And sort of worry starts talking more window. As he approaches, I notice that he's got a hat with, and I assume it's full present. Now, sir, whisper with face. I come say it in a sweet. I hike my head. He puts to the front door. He went over the door, towards the long door that's the floor. I watch the right up the door. It's locked. I reach for the unlocking the door, and as he decided I can say, okay, so we just gotta unlock the lock. The door knob. I should do something, but for some reason I can't quite the lock. My little finger slips up. Then tells me, okay, just go to the back door. Brilliant. See over the back door. I wave Santa. He runs the corner, and the light from the back deck turns on. Santa is fully illuminated. I remember thinking, wow, Santa I was. He's cute. The lights didn't scare him. He almost ran away until he saw me standing there. Proceeded to her. Telling me I said that's something special for me.
It's unexpected. How old today?
But he had no. He leaned down and was reaching for something inside his bag. I'm not letting the store. I push hands in and search the door. I'll keep eating. Should be to it. What that he'd say. This door is hard to open or close. It's the angle. But at 6 or 7, it's nearly impossible. Just as I turned around, my heart started to give way, and as soon as it had, the home was filled with envelopes. I handed away from the here, and I said, now panic. I noticed he was now holding some sort of rope in one hand, and a bag in the other. He drops the bag and reaches for the sliding door. He slides it open, no problem. He then reaches for me. But before I can reach back or move or do anything, I'm stuck by my mother. My dad kicks Santa square in the chest, knocking back several feet, landing him on his backside. That's all I saw before my mom rushed me to the bedroom. I didn't cry at that point, which makes sense. I don't remember crying, or even being terrorized. Not until later. It was when my parents explained that the man who came to our house wasn't Santa. I kept saying like, he's the course for the thing. Then I just crying. I was the player. I had the guy, I saw once again footing, and my dad always got run from the guy with his icon. I was a present. I told me it was full of kind and halted. There's duct tape, candy, miscellaneous tools like a lot of plastic bags and random blows. Yeah, poor. But luckily, he's picked up just the minutes after the house. And needed for parents for ruining the magic that is believing in Santa, because you know, they did save my life. No about Chris shopping on Black Friday. I know still gotten the actual meat that pretty low. It sometimes seems that more negativity comes out of it more than anything else. I did what on Black Friday once, and this experience kept me from ever even considering doing it ever again. This was a few years back. The big Chris game called No Attack. It was up with I wanted one, so I decided for time to birth Black Friday. Everybody won. I waited outside the store in line for it to open. The entire time, I kept on keep fat it, and all the reasonable stuff did happen when the interpret seemed to from the event itself. Some people in line with here they were. This was I just started out design. I got down to who be the one asked me what I was getting the very like. Of course, someone swearing from people. Although I hated the idea that there would be a lot of children, they went through a lot to me up immediately. What my mom was trying to be telling me one that I never really such as unleashed buckets to me. Other people began telling me, well, we got into a shouting match with several of them. And guys did that whole trying to win it, playing it, fit side. I just went into a put all the tools in this began the second time. I began feeling as a good friend. Than I. So I didn't close the mist. Now, reach was assumed to read for and its own I flipped open. Me thought. I would to have you party. So that's your turn and instant game.
And start there's a basic contact only line, or you can get 2 gigs of and hello.com.
I don't know what may I more than unlock my initial subjective. So teach well. I've never win a
When I was gamer as well.
Heck.
Usually, put me at the medical and neighborhood interior a shaven bird cover I is in a listen to that so that's my name and why I'm straight from the move towards that but then quickly back and I see fast I moves to the TV both like my wife and now I'll with boobs us just as I told my dad read think we're seeing the mom or your things from my men it would some happens they asked me I had that but so they look for everything exact that I was listening to and dad gave out one of those mom had some that's like conversation and spoken my dad and asked me something. You just a lot through. But again, literally instant I saw. It did not happen until quite a while later. But as I went through when that's the quadrant, as a tradition, I could I even some should have understood me. My assistant said that if he did take months to cheer at Christmas, never what he did. That was the right all the it was but now he must be now. My parents that watched from that window had neighbors with a number. It's the same moment. Maybe on fit being all what seems to be the problem. That takes care and watching Jesus are well there. And said that watch cups. Then a fair flashing the home. Sir, out your up and little cup he's finally thought that I have to stand off that boat. And anything new to piece of through the never. Mom rushing time and telling me to get dressed. Cuts another house and was they were actually just on the hack. Our set old disco style which is even so copying consider with the text I didn't in there. Apparently when they made that bullshit by blue eyes, they had no idea because that they were going back to. This was not that long away with either. Well, a few years after, but here's a huge bill in everyone's mind. News of the standoff got around town. And a pretty anticlimactic. I actually took the last trying to find his house. Upstairs, they found by the way, still laying her bed. I've seen her stabbed 30 times. And I made his wife. I've watched him stab her over and over again, and all they done for a couple of seconds there was just much. When all the info was out there, Mom and Dad tried as best could to shield me from it, because they correctly figured that once I put two and together and worked out that scene, I'd be extremely stuck by it. Yeah, really. Seeing it screwed me for a long time afterward, and I didn't grow up as the general anxiety disorder in my early 20s. I just figured that if our neighbor could do something so terrible, to some easy love, then anyone could do it. People I'd known for years, people I was otherwise warm to, they could be capable of the obscenest acts of random evil. Just because they looked normal, just because they smiled when they saw him in the drive in the mornings, didn't mean they were a monster. I when they sucked.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Again, link is in the description to Mort channel. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go for 5 likes on this video. Also, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, if you guys want to check it out, the link is in the description, or you can go to my community page here on YouTube, and you can click that, and you'll be sent to his channel. And, as far as I know, directly to this video. This video as in not me talking, but on his, whatever, you know what I mean. Happy holidays, and after you open your presents, if you have a time, let me know in the comment section what you got for Christmas. Also, in a couple days, I will be doing a Q&A challenge, or a Q&A, so please message me and ask me questions. That would be cool. See you guys in the next video. Bye!